Factsverse presents. Experts unearthed a 2,000-year-old skeleton in Siberia that was buried with an iPhone. For decades, archaeological digs have been performed in hopes of learning more about the people and the civilizations that have come before us. Many important discoveries have been made over the years, which have given us some great insight into the world that existed before we did. Most things that are found during archaeological digs are essential for learning more about our history, but some are more important than others. Between 1900 and 1905, Arthur Evans discovered a palace complex from the Middle Bronze Age that had 1,300 rooms. In 1922, Howard Carter discovered the tomb of King Tutankhamun, the teenage ruler of Egypt. The tomb escaped detection by robbers somehow, and it contained a treasure trove of what Carter called wonderful things. In 1911, Hiram Bingham discovered Machu Picchu and the lost Inca citadel that was built during the mid-15th century. One of the most important discoveries ever made was the Rosetta Stone, which provided our key to understanding hieroglyphs. It's that discovery that made it possible for us to understand many of the things that have been written in ancient Egyptian. These discoveries are all incredible. You just never know how many more discoveries are going to be made in the future. The Cyane Sea is a massive artificial reservoir on the Yenisei River. It feeds the huge Sayano-Shushenskaya Dam. The colossal structure is also responsible for powering Russia's largest hydroelectric power-generating plant. It's located in the Russian Republic of Tuva in southern Siberia. Most of the year, the area can't be explored because it's full of water. However, every May, the reservoir's empty for a couple of months. That's when the archaeologists come in to explore the sandy floor. Many will often head there every year to see what lies beneath the sand. In December 2016, a group of archaeologists led by Dr. Marina Kilunovskaya headed out to the area to explore, and during the dig they made a fantastic discovery. Dr. Kilunovskaya works at the St. Petersburg Institute of Material History Culture. She wanted to head out to that specific site because she believes it is a scientific sensation. Because the area is filled with water all the time, it was nearly impossible for grave robbers to come and perform their own digs and stake whatever they could. Dr. Kilunovskaya says that grave robbers are a common problem in her line of work. She believes that there are many, many more relics that could have been discovered had it not been for the actions of grave robbers. Because the site had been underwater for so long, it's been dubbed the Russian Atlantis. During the dig, the archaeologists uncovered the grave of a woman who they believed to have been buried around 2,000 years ago. Over the years, the site has been a fascinating source of archaeological material. The grave's believed to have been from the Bronze Age, dating back to the days of Genghis Khan. The experts did some studying and they discovered that the woman was buried there over 2,100 years ago. They determined that after studying the Chinese coins that were attached to a belt worn by the woman. The researchers at the dig decided to christen the skeleton Natasha. As if that discovery wasn't startling enough, they found something else very interesting. The archaeologists involved in the dig found what looked like an iPhone buried with the remains of Natasha. Keep in mind, Natasha is over 2,100 years old. All right, now before you get too excited here, this is not evidence that the woman whose bones were discovered traveled to the future, although that would have been cool. Since that is, as far as we know, impossible, it's obvious the woman just was not holding an actual iPhone. Upon further examination, the team discovered it was actually a belt buckle. It was a very beautiful piece that was made from jet gemstone. It was decorated with mother-of-pearl and many other semi-precious stones, and that led the archaeological team to determine that the woman had to have been somebody important. A commoner would not have had such a beautiful piece. The team responsible for unearthing Natasha plans to analyze the bones and the belt buckle further to learn more about how she died, and even where she was originally from. According to Dr. Kilunovskaya, there is much more to an archaeological dig than just pulling things out of the ground. The analysis process is just as necessary. Nobody knows what the future holds when it comes to archaeological digs. Most archaeologists remain in the business because they're sure that there is much more out there to be discovered. Our planet has changed a lot over the centuries, which has hidden many things that could change the way we view history. It's only a matter of time before the next big, significant discovery is made. Subscribe for more.